The next thing that we are going to talk about is how to actually access elements in a list. So I want you to create a new file and call it access underscore lists underscore elements dot py. Now, once you've done that, please just open the file and navigate to it. So what I'm going to show you in this section is how to access elements of a specific list. Now, if you remember, when I was teaching you about strings, I told you that when you create a string, there are ways that we can access specific values of specific items in a list. So I believe that is in chapter 5. So right here, I had showed you that anytime we want to access a specific character from a string, we can make use of the index of that string, of that specific character in the string. Now, that exact concept that concept is the exact same thing when we're working with lists. So let's say I create a list and it just stores names, and it's going to store Solomon, it's going to store David, it's going to store Bella, and it's going to store Aaron. Now we have all of these names right here in this list. A comma needs to be here. Now we have all of these items in this list. Now imagine we wanted to access any single value from this. Say we wanted to print out a single value. What we can do is we can make use of indexing. Now, just like how we were accessing specific characters in a string, we can also use indexing to grab specific items from a list. And then starting from the first item, it always has an index of 0 by tradition. So Solomon is going to have an index of 0 because this entire string represents a single element in this list. And each element have a specific position, and the index represents the position of that element in the list. So if we are going to be following the same traditional method, Solomon is going to have an index of 1. David is going to have an index. Sorry, Solomon has an index of 0. David has an index of 1. Bella has an index of 2. And then Aaron has an index of 3. So what we can then do from here is that we can then access each of these elements or each of these items in this list using their specific index. So if I wanted to print out David, for example, I'm just going to come here and print names, and then I'm going to create this square bracket. If you remember from these square brackets, if you remember using these square brackets when we try to access characters from strings, it's the exact same thing when we're trying to access elements from a list. So you first of all write the variable name that it has been assigned to, and then you put square brackets. Now inside the square bracket is where you pass in the index of whatever element you are trying to access. So since it's David, I'm just going to pass in 1 because David has an index of 1. And once I run this program, you see that David gets printed out in the terminal. Now, there's something interesting that I would like to show you. If you remember from string methods, I told you that you could access specific characters from a string. Now, what if from this David string, after we get David, what if we wanted to print out, let's just say D from this David? What we can do is we can then create a new variable, and I'll call this new variable name instead of names, and I'm going to equate this to names of 1. Now, at this point, when we go into the list and grab David, this is what gets returned to us. So just imagine that this name variable is equated to this list called David. Now, if you remember, I told you that every single item in a string has an index. So if I wanted to use indexes, D is going to have an index of 0. A is going to have an index of 1. Sorry, let me just remove this. A is going to have an index of 1, and then 2, 3, 4. So if we now wanted to use the print statement to print out just D from this string, what we can do is we can write a print statement and print name of 0. So I'm going to explain this, but once I run it, you see that we have D just getting printed out. Now let me explain what happened here. We first of all grabbed the first item in this list using its index, and we said name is equals to names, which is the name of the variable that stores the list, names of 1. So it goes into this list, grabs David, and assigns David as a string to this variable. Now, what we now did next was that we wanted to print out the first character in this string, which is D. Now, because every character in a string has an index position, we could just simply access D using the index position of 1. So we now printed name of 0. So what Python now did was it went into this name call of David, and then it grabbed D, which is the first item, and it has an index of 0, and it printed it out. So that's exactly how list indexing works in Python. Now, there's also something else that we can do using list indexing. So I will just remove all of this. Now, just like string indexing, we can perform slices on strings, on lists, I mean. So what does that mean? Imagine you wanted to only print out Solomon and David. Now, what we can do is we can perform a slice on this list, just like how we had explained slicing in strings. We can perform a slice on this list to only print out 2 items from this list. Now, how exactly do we do that? I'm just going to write a print statement. And I'm going to say print names. Now, we're going to print names starting from what index and ending at what index. We're going to start at the 0th index. And I want you to guess where we are going to stop at. Do we stop at 1? Do we stop at 2? Do we stop at 3? Now, bear in mind that we only want to print out Solomon and David. Now, if you guessed 2, you are correct. Because if you remember, I said that the stopping index will not be picked up. That is, if we put 2 at the stopping index, what Python does is that it stops at the stopping index minus 1. So what that means is that if we put in 2, it's going to start at 0 and stop at 1. If we put in 1, it's only going to stop at Solomon. So what we're going to do is we're going to say starting from 0 and stopping at 2, so that Python is going to print out these 2 items. Now, once I run this program, you see that we have only Solomon and David getting printed out in the terminal, because what we did was we created a slice of this list, and we created a slice of this list using the index. Now, there's also something else that we can do. Instead of passing in 0, I can say I just want to print everything starting from 0 and ending at 2. So by default, Python is just going to put a 0 here, so we don't have to specifically pass it in. So what we're telling Python is that starting from the first element, which has an index of 0, we want you to grab all the elements that stop at, we want you to grab all the elements until you reach this index. And once I save that and run it, you see that we still have Solomon and David getting printed out in the terminal. So this is exactly how we can use indexing. Now remember that we had discussed 2 types of indexing, which was going from left to right when we're talking about strings. Now we could also use negative indexing by going from right to left. So if I wanted to print out Aaron, Aaron is going to have, let me just put the comment here. Aaron is going to have an index of -1. Bella is going to have an index of -2. This is going to have an index of -3. And then this is going to have an index of -4. So, okay, let me just shift that in properly. Okay. So now we can see that each of these items, we can see that using negative indexing, each of these items, starting from the left, have a negative index. Starting from the right, have a negative index. And it always starts from -1, as opposed to starting from the left, which is 0. Now, if I wanted to print out Aaron, all I simply just have to do is print names. And inside the square bracket, I'm going to pass in -1. So let's see what that gives us. Once I run it, we can see we have Aaron getting printed out in the terminal, because negative indexing helps us grab items from right to left. There's also something else that I would like to show you, which is performing a slice on a list using negative indexing. Just like how we're able to successfully perform slices using positive indexing from like 0 and stopping at 2, we can also perform the exact same operation using negative indexing. So what we are going to do is, imagine we want to print from Solomon and stop at Bella. Now we know that Solomon has an index of -4 and Bella has an index of -2. So what that means is that if we want to print from Solomon to Bella, we're going to start from -4, and since we're stopping at Bella, we're going to pass in the ending slice as -1. So once I do that and run this program, you can see that we get Solomon, David, and Bella being printed out, because we told it starts from -4 and stop at -1. So it just printed out Solomon, David, and Bella. So that is exactly how indexing and slicing works in Python lists. So that is all we're going to talk about. We talked about list indexing and we talked about list slicing. So if you have any question, please ask.